What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to another Wildflower Lacquer video. This time I have the January releases to show you guys. So we've got a part 1 set for the Mermaids of the Zodiac collection. I've had a couple people ask me what does that exactly mean, and to me I'm interpreting it as, of course, the Zodiac themes, but they're mermaids. So we've got these foily, shimmery, good sort of finishes, and that's it. They're beautiful. So as you'll see here in just a moment. So we've also got a new series called Polish for Paws, and each release Taylor is going to do certain animal charities, and per usual I will have all of the information for each of them in the description box below if you'd like more information. So this month for January we have 4 Polish for Paws, including the highly anticipated Confetti for Betty topper that most of us have been waiting patiently or not so patiently for. So we're going to start off with the Mermaids of the Zodiac collection, and then we're going to dive into the Polish for Paws polishes. So without further ado, let's dive right in. And first up, we've got Pisces. This is described as a deep cerulean blue with subtle purple to pink shifting shimmer and scattered coppery red to gold to green shifting microflake shimmer. This is noted in our PR information that it may stain. However, on my falsies here, I did not have that issue. So just wanted to throw that out there. Regardless, I would suggest using a really good protecting base coat of some sort. Pisces has a true jelly finish, and it is quite sheer on application. If you are wanting something more opaque and pronounced, I would suggest using a base color that is nude to you. Otherwise, this is a wonderful, very squishy looking appearance. It's got lots of pinky microflake looking things going through here. At more extreme angles, you'll see a gold shift. I would suggest 3 light to normal coats and a plumping glossy top coat. Aries is described as a brick red base with pink to gold to green shifting microflake shimmer and holographic flakes. It also states that this one may stain too, though I did not have that issue. Again, same disclaimer that I would suggest over from Pisces. Now, Aries is what I would 100% agree with the official description. It is a brick red, meaning to me that means it's a more almost burnt type of red with an orangey sort of undertone. I do think the video is behaving color accurate to what I'm seeing on person, at least on my monitor. And for this one, I'm going to suggest going up to 3 coats and a good glossy top coat. This does have a jelly base to it and it does build slow, but I did have really good opacity. So in really, really bright lights, like on the video, I did see just a touch of see-throughness on my nails, but I would still consider that very opaque on natural nails. And here is Taurus. This is a teal base with pink to gold to green shifting microflake shimmer and hollow flakes. This one is so pretty. It's very hollow flake filled. There's a lot going on with it. I do think this leans a bit more on the jelly-like side, though it did build up to full opacity, very similar to how Aries built up. I think 3 coats is going to pop the best with this one and finish with a good glossy top coat. The holographic flakes tend to make polishes dry down quite flat, so across the board, I'm going to suggest a really plumping glossy top coat, like a sort of a gel-like finish top coat, if you will, just to plump it up and give you that nice thick appearance. This is super flattering, and the shimmer takes a bit of a backseat in bright lights, but in shaded lighting, you'll see that beautiful gold shift. And Aquarius is described as a purple base with pink to purple microflake shimmer. Across the board, this one is my top pick in the entire release. It's beautiful. It's so very opaque. I think 2 coats, 2 normal coats is going to work the best across the board for pretty much any nail length. It's got an ultra smooth, very metallic-like feel on application from the microflakes. And in person, there is this gorgeous, decently strong pinky glow. It's so lovely. I think my full hand shot gives you slightly what I'm seeing in person. This is just so much more impactful, more bold in real life. So I think my swatch photos actually give a bit of that pinky sort of shift, but please note, this is just glorious, and I'm saying that as a non-purple lover. And Gemini is described as a delicate lilac base with orange to gold to green shifting shimmer and scattered hollow flakes. This would have to be maybe my second pick. I really did enjoy Gemini quite a bit, and it is so soft and pretty. This is like a spring sort of kiss to your nails. I guess I'm feeling poetic with my coffee this morning. I'm going to suggest 3 coats with a glossy top coat here too, though I can see this one looking fantastic mattified as well. This is so popping against my skin tone. I do think that the base itself is a cool toned type of soft lilac leaning sort of pink, and it just looks beautiful on me. I really appreciated how this looked. It's clean, it's chic, and almost office appropriate, I dare say. At angles, you'll see that lovely green shift come out to play, and oh, I just love this one. It's so clean. And Capricorn is the last in our Zodiac Part 1 set. This is a clear base packed with coppery red to gold to green microflake shimmer and hollow flakes. So this does start off just a bit on the more sheer side. Of course, if you're getting ahead of yourself like myself, you're thinking that might topper really well, and you'd be correct. Capricorn is really versatile. If you're going to wear it by itself as it's intended, I think 3 coats is fantastic, but I would caution that this does have a very strong squishy feel to the base in general. So just be careful to not overbuild up the polish. So go in just a touch lighter than what you normally would if you're heavy-handed. I just went in normal on the first 2 coats, and on that 3rd coat, it was more of a formality just to make sure I had all my bases covered for coverage, and it was pretty light on my last coat. This will also dry down very flat, so again, that thicker glossy top coat is perfect. And then here we've got the polish for Paws. These are going to have various charities that they're going to go to, and I'll have more links below in the description box. And Second Chance is our first one up. This one's a light pink base with aqua to blue to purple shifting shimmer and hollow flakes. Taylor states that this is a pink version of Squishy from Polish Pickup in 2022. $6 of every bottle sold is going to be donated to Arn. Second Chance is another very flattering, beautiful, springy sort of pink. I guess I'm craving warm weather already. It's really funny because yesterday was like the first true super wet, annoying cold outside here in the South, and I was not having it. I'm already ready for spring. These pinks are giving me life. I love it. I think 2 to 3 coats is perfect for this one. It does have a creamier base than, say, the others in this release. Personally, for long, wide load nails, you might need that 3rd coat. And Confetti for Betty is described as a clear base packed with colorful variety of iridescent flakes. $6 of every bottle sold will be donated to the Morris Animal Foundation, which Betty worked closely with. This was going to be released, I believe, in 2022 for Betty's 100th birthday, but unfortunately she passed, but Taylor decided to go ahead and release anyway as a charity polish, which I think is fantastic. This is a very versatile topper. You're going to get an iridescent, almost mylar looking effect in more primary versus those more unicorny golds and pinks, because I'm seeing a bit of deeper sort of colors. Chose to do it over purple. This will leave you a bit thirsty, so I would suggest a good glossy top coat here, and of course this will look great over black too. And Purrrfect Companion is the 2024 Suicide Awareness Polish. These are all after Taylor's grandfather, and $6 of every bottle sold will be split between the Elephant Sanctuary in Tennessee, where he lived, and the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, AFSP.org. Purrrfect Companion is described as a very light blue, teal-leaning base with pink to gold to green shifting microflake shimmer, blue to green microflake shimmer, and hollow flakes. This one's really pretty. This one and the next one are very much true foil-like finishes. I, in my opinion, think that they're almost like cousins to one another in terms of their shimmery effects. This is lovely. Go in light because it does have a very squishy feel to the base. I think 3 very light coats is perfect. This is going to pop really well on your nails. There's a very strong metallic look in indoor and dull lighting, but in brighter lights and those beautiful bathroom lights, you'll see that just light up shift from that foily look. And Toebean. I am not going to crack glasses today and sing for you guys, but this is to the beat of Jolene from Dolly Parton. This is after Taylor's new kitten, which is super cute. Her name is Dolly, and is described as a clear base packed with pink to gold shifting microflake shimmer and subtle linear hollow. I do agree with that. The holographic effect is quite soft in person. It translates more to like this like really scattered sparkly effect. It is very soft. What's mostly going to take your eyes is that wonderful shimmery effect. This is so beautiful. It's got so much unicorn vibes going on, and there's a ton of shift. This would have to be my third pick in the entire release. And to wrap everything up, we've got the Will It Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate versatility for polishes. Starting off with our order to the video, we've got the Mermaids of the Zodiac set. Pisces looks really cool. I would suggest going in with dark and matchy-match colors for that base. Aries looks really cool. I think this one's going to be best to also stick with matchy-match bases or even black, because similar to Pisces, you're going to get that tinted base. Taurus also worked, and I think this will look fantastic over quite a bit of colors. I do think the base is lightly tinted enough that it may just work over contrasting colors too. Aquarius, I was very pleasantly surprised that it worked out. It didn't just super overtake. So I do think that there is a bit of versatility with this, though honestly, it's so beautiful by itself, I would not layer this one. Gemini is so delicate and soft and princessy and springy. I think it looks really good over black. In my opinion, I personally would wear this one by itself too, though I think maybe over white might look the best. Capricorn is a foil, very much like the other two towards the end. So of course it worked. We have that flaming shift between that nice coppery red and green. Second Chance is quite creamy, almost crelly-like, but it still worked because we've got that crelly lean. So it is a bit lighter on that formula to allow us to topper it. So I do think it worked. And Confetti for Betty. I think black shows that dominant, less iridescent looking mylar shift, and I think this gives you a really good idea. Again, it's a topper, so it's going to work over everything. Purrrfect Companion and Toebean are both the last foils in this release, and they're beautiful. They look fantastic. I think you can really play up with these, especially over matchy-match undies and blacks, and even like grays. I think this will look really cool. There's a lot. Foils are still awesome for toppering. The Polish for Paws polishes and the Mermaids of the Zodiac collection are going to go on pre-order starting January 8th at noon Central Time, and it's going to run until January 12th at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. Taylor does state that there is a turnaround time of 3.5 weeks. Wildflower pre-orders are quite large, so just stating that out there for you guys. And I will have every single one of the charities that proceeds are going to for the respective Polish for Paws finishes, polishes in the description box below, in addition to timestamps if you need to go back and check anything else out. These are so stunning and I'm loving them so much. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.